everyone, Elfster76 here. I'm going to bring you guys another tutorial. I'll try to make this as easy to follow as possible. It's a little bit more confusing than my last one, but we'll get through this. See, what it is I have a password door which opens only with a certain password. Beautiful, it works awesome. The door closes when you leave, when you go through. Now the problem with this is the original version, you could put a lever anywhere around the door to open the door. Now in my much improved version, you could put a lever anywhere you want and you're not getting in here. You could put a pressure plate down here on the ground if you want, and it's unopenable unless you have the password. The password, you get it back once you go inside the house. It'll just appear on your floor, or you could have it get sent into a specific chest. As long as you throw it properly. There you go. Works every single time. It's perfect. Door closes when you come inside. And your paper with your password or your key or whatever you want to put. You could use any item you want. Just program the machine for it. Anyway, I'll show you guys how to build this. It's really not that bad. It might look a little bit confusing. Like, see, the paper's right here. Once you have your floor finished, it'll just pop up here. Anyway, yeah, once you have your floor finished, you don't have to worry about anything. Your paper will come up, and people can't throw nothing through the door. There's another version where it's like one block, well, not another version, but another way to make this. It's one block smaller, but you could throw stuff through the door, and that would make this pointless, because you could just throw something through and hit the pressure plate and open the door. Or worst case scenario, you just throw a bunch of eggs in there, spawn some chickens, they'll eventually step on the pressure plate. So the other version is far from foolproof. My original password protected door is not foolproof. This one is guaranteed no way to get in there unless you have the password. Alright, so I'll take a fast little peek at this one more time. I made it pretty much as small as it could be made now. You can't really shrink this at all. Yeah, let's get to it. So for this, it's 8 from the door down, 8 blocks. Like your dirt right here would be on the 8th block. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and your 8, 9. Oh, there you go. So it would be 9. Plus you need an extra hole for your 1 torch. We'll build this from the ground up to make it as easy to follow as possible. It's a little bit big to do a copy of, but we'll get into this. We're going to need torches, sticky pistons, or, yeah, we'll just use stickies. Any block of choice. I normally choose to use quartz. I find redstone really stands out on it. First thing that I have to do is put a little switch here. Put a block on top of that. 1 piston facing into the block. Another 1 block away facing out. Block on top of that block. Another block here. Torch. Oh, redstone torch, and some redstone. Now off of here, we're going to need a block of quartz, or well, whatever block you're choosing to use, kind of like this. This one is going to be a repeater. Going in this way. Another repeater going this way. Alright, down here we're going to need, where our power comes through, 1 redstone here. A block of choice. Torch, another block. On this side, we're going to put our, I guess it's the password lock you would call it. So yeah, it'll be off the repeater, we'll have 1 block. This is where our torch is going to be on the other side. Don't necessarily need that. redstone repeater in the center. block on top, a block in the back. Redstone dust, a comparator. A hopper going into the comparator. I might want to put a block down in order to do this. Or two, actually. Just to get out of the way. Make sure you're in sneak mode. Another block. Not another block, another hopper facing out. So what this is going to do is we're going to attach this to our lock, and we'll have a second line of hoppers coming off of it going to our little box so that if someone tries to fill it up, it'll stop there instead. So next we're going to wait, sorry, let's change the direction of this one, because that's going, like I said, to the box. We want it to come over this way. So there you go, make that little, whatever you want to call it, place the blocks like that, put a hopper into here, hopper, sneak, hopper into there, hopper into here, and another hopper into there. This is going to go to our floor so we can get our key back. You can place droppers right away if you want. This is only assuming this is where you want it to go. It doesn't have to go to this specific place. Oops. You could run these anywhere you want, have it going into another room entirely to get your key back, whatever you'd like. This is just reasonably close to your front door. You could put this one block under the floor level, which would be right there. And get rid of these for now. Alright, so what we've established here is when our key gets put in, it's going to give us a shot of current, which is going to put power over here, which is going to, in return, open up our door. I guess we could place a torch up on top of this. Another block on top. Here, we'll get over to this part first. Once again, this part that we're doing right here, you can do it anywhere you want. Just hoppers have to go from this to wherever you want people's junk. Like if someone tries to break your lock to get in and they try to flood your system with a whole bunch of dirt or sand or whatever like that, you're going to need it to go somewhere. You don't want it just sitting in your hoppers. It'll fill them up and then the door will eventually open. So just for this, we'll put a small little chest here. You could put a double chest. You could put lava, a dispenser with lava. There's so many things you could do just to get rid of it. But if you want to have a collection of whatever stuff they attempt to get in your house with, well, you put yourself a chest, double chest, and make a whole infinite amount of chests. And you could see how many people attempted to break in your house while you were gone. Anyway, so that's that part. Next, we'll work on, well, here's our door. This is going to be powered on the side, so what we'll do next is redstone dust on top of here, a block coming off of there, another block off of here, and exactly like that. Now, saying you want to use grass or, well, it doesn't really matter, I guess. This block should be, yeah, saying your walls are going to be, I don't know, bricks, cobblestone. You use your decorative walls right there. Put a torch on here. And there you go. That's done. You could build around your door right now if you want. This is where your door is going to go. Well, that's pretty much where your doorway will be. Your door is going to be placed. This is where everything's going to make sense to you right away. You'd be like, ah. Place your door this way, facing, well, actually I usually do it from here. From the inside, facing that way. No, that's the wrong side. That'll open this way. We want it on the other side. There we go. That's what you want to do from the front. Alright. I don't know what you want your floors out of. I guess I'm making mine out of wood. So our pressure plate is going to be right in front of our door. Regular pressure plate. While your door is open, the pressure plate will give it a little flick, but that's about all it's going to do right now. From there, we'll get back on the quartz. Gonna go down 2, out 1. Oh, it's pretty much 4 you're gonna make. Redstone dust, 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 and a repeater. Wait a second. A repeater, no, that's a comparator. Repeater here. We're not gonna want the power to go back down, are we? So right here, put a repeater. This way our current doesn't go anywhere else. It's all going to stop here, I think. Did we even need that? No, the current would have just went right there. So here, if you want to save resources, redstone dust was fine. Yeah, the furthest it'll go is right here, which is not going to cause a problem. Or, no. Yeah, let's keep the repeater there, just to be on the safe side. Here, I'll take a peek, make sure that's what I got. Yeah, that's what I got. Alright, sticky piston. Off this block right here, with your block of choice on top of there. We'll need a little staircase kind of thing going on. So it'll come down 2, redstone dust, here, here. Okay, here we go. A little bit of a mistake here. This repeater should be on this block, facing this way. Redstone dust here. Redstone dust right here. Okay, I think that's pretty much all this is hooked up. Now our pressure plates should close the door when we get in the house. That closes our door. Yep. Alright. Alright, now for the little mechanism here. For this part, what you're going to want to do is place an activator rail. That's what I usually use. I don't know if it makes a difference if you use something else. But I guess probably got to sneak to do this. Activator rail on there. Minecart with a hopper. You could place a block here and on the other side just to be extra safe, so it doesn't wiggle around on you. If you're using grass blocks out in the front of your house, place those on top of your hopper minecart. And is that it? One last little thing we got to hook up is right over here. We need to have power to push your key back up to the top. For this, we will gonna need to put okay, sneak mode, block underneath, well, in front and underneath, comparator and a repeater. A block beside these guys. Torch. I don't think we need this top one. Yeah, we might. Okay, yeah, so once again, we got our floor right here. Put some more wood down. So yeah, it's gonna come out to here. This is where your key is gonna pop out of the floor. Okay, down here we're gonna put redstone, a repeater, going into this block. Redstone dust, redstone dust, redstone dust, and redstone dust. This is where it gets a little bit strange. The reason I put this torch here is so that when this gets powered, it's going to make that torch flicker off and on. It's going to give a couple shots of current to make our item go from one dropper all the way up to the top. And we don't need to have this on ticking all the time. Actually, if this has to be on, I think 2 ticks. Or 1 tick, just let me reference it. Yeah, it's 1 tick. That's exactly it. So yeah, you put that on 1 tick right there, and I think this is pretty much finished. Here, we'll do a test run. We'll throw something in here, make sure it pops out the top. Flick, 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 and it popped out of somewhere. Did it come out the top? Yeah, it's coming out the top. All right. So once your floor is bigger, you'll never lose your item. It'll be in your room. Did I miss anything? All right, so now we'll just program this to whatever you want your item to be programmed to. Grab yourself an anvil. Anything that is stackable, you could program your door to open with. I don't know if you could name a rail. Oh, you actually can. So just like literally any item you want. Here, we'll just call it open. Go to done. So now this is going to be your key, and it's going to be the mechanism that you have to use to program your door. Come over here, you go to the second hopper, which is going into the comparator. You program your door with this. You take your open, you go 1, 1, 1, 1, and then 18 in the first one. So now it's pretty much locked. You add one more, it'll go down into, that's 16 or 18? Well, that's got to be 18. Anyway, so now those should have popped up on the floor. Perfect. Everything's running smooth. All right, so this is pretty much the job is done, guys. You could clean it all up, make it nice and pretty, build it however you want. It's the unlockable door. If you don't have the password, you're not getting in there. I guess if you build this on adventure mode, or if you take people's certain privileges away, it would stop them from being able to get into your house entirely. You could use this for a vault if you want to have stuff that is secure. Anyway, like, subscribe. Definitely hit that thumbs up, guys. It does so much for anybody who's posting videos. It shows us that you like what we're doing. It gives us major encouragement to come up with more creations. So here, do it one more time just to show you guys. It's going to work perfectly. Put a little wall on here. We're guaranteed get our key. It ain't going to pop off the floor. All right, so grab our key, throw it at the floor, and our door should open. Walk through, hit your pressure plate. The door will stay closed. You're in your house, do whatever you want. Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot. You go get your key, which will pop up in the floor. You could put a chest here and have the droppers go directly into the chest, and you'll have your key in a specific place. When you want to leave, walk up to your door. It'll open. It'll close behind you. If you have more than one person who has a key to get in your house, well, there you go. One person goes in. They get their key. Somebody else wants to come in. You don't have to go through the pressure plate to get out. Oh, sorry about that. It has to be shot reasonably in the center of the door. Come over here, get your key. It works every time. Nobody can unlock this. Anyway, like I said, like, subscribe, definitely hit the thumbs up. You got any comments, any ideas for some other kind of a build or anything you want to see created? Or I love to try to build the impossible. It's something I'm really into. And I like keeping my subscribers definitely interested and happy. So hopefully you guys were able to follow this. If I missed anything, if you have any problems, definitely hit me up. I play on the 360, and I'm more than willing to go to people's worlds and help them with anything that I create that isn't working properly. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time.